want to talk about this. I know you do. So it was Drew McIntyre went on Pat McAfee the other day, had himself a nice little interview, and he said in the interview that he, Nick Khan, and Triple H were going to make that deal happen, and there was no way Drew McIntyre was going away. He is a WWE guy. Sara, I mean, I don't think there's anyone happier in this yard than you right now. So
DM Hunk is back, baby. No, I'm very excited because the internet was filled with doubts. They kept saying, like, we don't know, he hasn't resigned, it's not looking good, blah 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 blah. And it's like, obviously you have to take a lot of that with a grain of salt, because you don't really know who these people are talking to. And even if they are talking to a reliable source, one, you're not going to know it, and two, we don't know that they're giving out correct information, because not everything is always going to just be fed to insiders. You know what I mean? Like, that's not going to happen, because they want to keep things secretive, at least some things. And so I was just getting a little concerned, just because it felt like we were getting really close to when they were saying his contract was running out. But then we were saying, I think it was like last week or the week before, we were talking about how they were having Drew promote Clash at the Castle. And I'm like, okay,
yeah,
well, they were saying his contract runs out a month
before Clash of the
before.
Castle.
So this is a good sign, right? And then I'm like, am I trying to convince myself that they
It
wouldn't
sounds like you
force?
were.
Like,
It sounds like
yeah,
it.
it's like I didn't want to convince myself that they weren't going to let this guy leave, who's doing the best work of his career. So I'm just glad to see, like, that we're, at least right now, it seems like for the most part, we're at a point in WWE where those people are being recognized more, and they're not being treated as replaceable acts. You know what I mean? Like, Vince prioritized the guys that he liked. It didn't matter who they were. He loved Hornswoggle and kept Hornswoggle around. You know what I mean? But
Oh,
like, on the big scheme of
yeah.
things, like, who was he? Like, if he left, would anyone really care? No. So it's like, I like that he seems to be, at least right now, like, acknowledging how instrumental some of these people are and why you need to keep them around. And so the fact that he made sure to get this deal done with Drew McIntyre, and that it's long term, it's a 3-year contract,
That's
like,
a long time.
very good. And the fact that Nick Khan is also active in these conversations is good too, because it's not just like, oh, the big guy in charge is approving of it. No, other people are as well. So it's not going to ever be like a conflict that, oh, well, Triple H, you're a Triple H guy, nobody else wanted you. You know what I mean? It's like, no, it's a general thing where, like, these people in the back, they wanted to keep Drew around. So I would like to think, because he's sticking around, that part of their conversation involved what they see for him in the future. And I really do hope that means that we will see a title run, and a legit title run for him, because
we're seeing a title
you
run.
can't, I mean, this dude is on fire. He's on fire on
Oh
Raw.
yeah.
He's on fire on pay-per-views. He's on fire on social media. He's on fire on the Pat McAfee show. Like, this guy never stops. Okay.